We got sound. Audio looks good. Video looks good. And we looking good. You brother good?
Yeah, we're good.
You brother good? Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to turn to the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the beloved elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where we learned this 144% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom, beloved Akim and Akwat, that we back again through the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of our power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. To bring out this glorious gospel, man, these end days, these final moments of Esau and the heathen. We're witnessing a replay, of the Tower of Babel, back in the times of Nimrod. But this is what we're witnessing on a technological stance. You see, that's exactly what the heathen were doing then, they're trying to do now. Because what were they trying to do then? They were trying to bring forth a one world order. Okay? It tells you when you go, what is that? Is that Genesis? Matter of fact, can we get that? Genesis 11? Malak Babakushah, let's go there. Let's go there through the spirit. You got something?
No,
Come, let's go there real quick. Babakushah, can you go there? Start. What you got, brother? Come, bring that out, brother. That's the spirit. Come, that's the spirit. Because that's exactly it. Well, this is what it is. See, what people don't get, these people outside of the courts of the Lord, is that this is a movie. We're all actors and actresses in the movie. All right? Whose movie is it? Who's director? Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This is why we're reading scriptures. Right? This thing is playing out the way Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has written it, bro. All right? And it starts with Yahweh. Let's get it right. Because even Yahweh Shai himself said, this doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me, man. You see? So this is the Lord's movie, bro, the Most High. All right? And we playing it out. And the prophets have been given, you know how when the movie's being released, they watch the movie first in the private theater before it goes public?
Right.
The preview, the people that were a part of the movie or what have you, they get to watch it. And
Yep.
that's the prophets. The prophets done seen this movie before, bro. The Lord's given us the spirit to understand his will. Okay, the scriptures tell us to Ephesians 5. Matter of fact, can we get that real quick, my life? Babakushah. Ephesians 5 and 17. Babakushah, through the spirit. You got that Ecclesiastes 1 and 9? Hold that for 1 second, Malak, but bear with me, through the spirit. Because again, you got it, brother.
God, this is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is.
Right. Understand what the desire of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the true men of the Lord have been given that insight.
Right.
That
understanding.
Knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. The counsel, the fear. You see, it is through the Holy Spirit.
That's right.
This is how the scriptures say we have the mind of Mashiach.
That's right.
We've knew these things before. These things we've been educated, because that's where you get the word education. It means to draw out.
Right.
It's been drawn out of us, man. We knew these things, bro. And it's through the mercies of the Lord, man. And what we're witnessing, this is how we know what Esau's doing.
Right.
You see, this is how we know circling back to the point. This is how we know what Esau's doing, because what Esau is doing is nothing new.
Right.
He's just doing it in a 2026 fashion.
Right.
That's all.
And like you said, to draw out, we've been known this thing, proven that, only the disciples of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai are going to possess this truth, which
Right.
a disciple goes into a student. A
Yeah.
follower of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
That's right, brother.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that has been is the thing which shall be.
Right.
And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Yup.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
Right, and this is why you experience something called deja vu. You know, because your spirit's been here before. You've been in this dimension before, bro. Okay? We've died many times and came back via reincarnation. Contrary to the doctrine that's pushed in these institutions of Esau's world that he's concocted. All right, his replacement theology and his passive God in Jesus Christ, his Renaissance period, Renaissance form of Christianity, man.
Right.
All right, contrary to what he's been telling y'all, all right, there's a such thing as reincarnation. Nobody gets away.
Right.
This is how the Lord pays you back
Right.
for your wicked deeds. You don't get away.
Revelation 1 and 7.
Revelations 1 and 7.
Every eye shall see him, even
Right.
those that pierced him.
That's it. You got the book of Numbers, 14. You know, no one gets away. Every 3 to 4 generations, you wiggle on back. You know, that's how the Lord do it. You know, but needless to say, as the brother brought out in Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, nothing's new under the sun.
Right.
What is then is now. Okay, and Esau's doing the same thing, all right, the heathen were trying to do back then, under the Hamites. Malak, can you get that? Start from the top. Genesis 11, and just start from the top. Babak Shah, brother.
So Genesis chapter 11, verse 1.
That's the spirit.
And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
Right, yep.
And it came to
You
pass,
see what they were doing? Go ahead.
as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there.
Right, in the land of Shinar. Now that's important. See, this is critical right here. Matter of fact, Babak Shah, brother, go to the 10th chapter. Go to the 10th chapter real quick, right? And go under the Hamites. I think it's like verse 7. It starts at like verse 7 or verse 5 or verse 6, one of the three. It starts going through the Hamites. Read that real quick. And go into the blue letter as well, Babak Shah. We're going to get Shinar. Because what you're going to find out is Shinar, which is, I believe it's Sha'ai Nara in the Hebrew. Watch what it goes into. Go ahead, brother.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 6, or start at 5. But these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, every one after his tongue, and their families and their nations. And the sons of Ham, Cush, and Mizraim, and Put, and Canaan. And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Ramah, and Sabteka, and the sons of Ramah, Sheba, and Dan. And Cush begat Nimrod, he began to be a mighty one in the earth.
Hold on for 1 second, brother. So Nimrod, critical, right? Namorada is his name in the Hebrew, which his name means rebellion. That's what that nigga's name means. His name means rebellion. His name. You see? And guess what? Keep going.
Verse 9, he was a mighty hunter before Yahweh.
Yep.
Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
Keep going.
And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, and the land of Shinar.
And the land of Shinar. So the land of Shinar was one of the beginnings of his kingdom. Brother, go to the blue letter real quick, right? And get the biblical usage of Shinar.
Con. The word for Shinar, Strong's H8152, Shana Ira, Shinar.
Well, it should be Sha'ai Na'ar.
Shana.
Or Sha'ai Na'ra. Sha'ai Na'ra. Go ahead, brother, you got it. Now, you all right. Go to the biblical usage, Babak Shah.
Biblical usage, Shinar, country of two rivers.
What's the second one?
The ancient name for the territory later known as Babylonia or Chaldea.
The ancient name for the land that will be called Babylonia or Chaldea. Babylon. Guess what? We know this is spiritual Babylon. When you go to Jeremiah 50, what is it? Jeremiah 50? Yeah, Jeremiah 50. Pekod,
Con.
right? Pekod and Merathiam, which goes into double rebellion and visitation. Right, it's double rebellion because it's gonna happen. This place is doing double that we're doing back in the time of ancient Babylon or Neo Babylon. You
got something for you real
quick.
There's the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. just to back up your
That's
point.
the spirit.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
That's beautiful. And the virgin daughter, your daughter comes after you. And a well-to-do scholar will tell you that this has nothing to do with ancient Babel or Neo-Babylon.
Right.
But it's another Babylon. Which one is it? Do you know? We know. You beloved Akim and Akwas on the comment board that are tuning in and I'll tune in later. And we know through the spirit. It's America. You got it, brother.
Sit on the ground.
Right.
There is no throne.
There's no throne.
O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Daughter of the Chaldeans. And Babylon and Chaldea is synonymous.
Right.
You know, but the Chaldeans, you go tap into the wise men, which will be your modern day technocrats. You know, you got it, brother.
For thou shall no more be called tender and delicate.
Right.
That was the point I just wanted to
Now that's beautiful.
back you up.
That's beautiful, bro. And that dust, I mentioned dust in there, confusion. See, and we're witnessing the confusion on Babylon real time. You know, as you see people cry out and complain about, you know, their living conditions, even though they voted for Trump and they thought, you know what I mean? They thought, you know, these MAGA niggas thought, but it was all farce.
Right.
Because Trump is working for the elite.
Right.
You see? They have an agenda. They have a plan.
The puppet masters on earth.
That's it.
Yeah. And you know, it all circles back around to your point where what is then is now. You know, what they were trying to do back then, they're doing it now because it's the same place spiritually.
That's it. It's the same place spiritually, which is why Shinar is heavy. Because Shinar's talking, that's the ancient name for Babylonia and Chaldea,
That's right.
right? So when we go back to Genesis, the 11th chapter, so now we understand that Shinar was one of the first kingdoms of Nimrod. And this is where they ended up stalling at. When you read 11, read that part in 11 again, brother. I'm not sure where you were, but it said they end up settling in Shinar.
Genesis chapter 11, verse 2. And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there.
Keep going.
And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build a city and tower whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Right, and again, we're witnessing this being done on a technological scale. Okay, they were doing this in the physical form, brick and mortar. Now Esau's doing this technologically. Look at how they built up high. They wanted to build up to the sky. That was the proud stance towards the Most High. Because the Most High, why is he called the Most High? Because he's the highest. He's dwelling on the highest. So Esau and his pride and these heathen, they wanna occupy high places to liken themselves like the Most High. You know, dwelling high. You see? But now Esau's doing this through his technology. See, Esau, he's at the point now where he thinks he outsmarted Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because he knows that this is all wisdom. All right? He understands. What does the scripture say? The scripture says that I believe it's Wisdom of Solomon 6. Okay? If your delight be in thrones and scepters, right? Honor wisdom. You see, Esau knows that this is ultimate wisdom. So now he's like, hold on, wait a minute. That Bible's some outdated stuff. We got some shit where, you know, we're tapping into, you know, colliders and what do you call them? Quantum computers.
Yeah.
Right? We're doing things that are like, what is this Bible talking about? Not realizing.
Colliding antimatter and all that.
Right, bro.
You know, what do you say? Our creations are going to surpass the God of the Bible?
Khan.
You know, I want to back you up on what you're saying.
Khan. Give me 1 second, though.
Khan, go ahead,
I was just
brother.
making a quick point, right? Because on top of what you just said, which is the spirit, now they're able to, what did they do during the Manhattan Project, which put them in the position where they thought they were God for real? The scriptures highlight, when they went in Revelation, they will make fire rain from heaven, come down from heaven, do the Manhattan Project, right? Under your boy, what's his name? Robert Oppenheimer.
Right. When they tested it with Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Khan, bro.
Yeah.
Esau was the first to do that.
Right.
Splitting the atom, you know, in the lab somewhere, and then smashing them back together and creating the cataclysmic event.
Right.
You know, they knew that they can create a crazy device that can blow shit up.
Right.
You know, and not put them on the level. So now Esau thinks he surpassed the Lord, not realizing those missiles belong to the Lord, right? All the
weapons
All-
of his indignation.
Khan, all the different type of elements you're using on the periodic table that the Lord allowed you to discover and figure out belong to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
All for your destruction.
All for your destruction, unbeknownst to you. So this wisdom that you think you got, that you think you're gonna somehow surpass the Most High, He's giving you all the available understanding.
Right, and that's why you're called the children of fools, because
Right.
the wisdom of this
Bro.
this world is
Got it.
foolish to the world.
Can I
to
get
the,
that?
to the Lord?
The
Yeah.
book of Shama, I turned one page and I'm in Job. This is the book. That's the spirit.
God.
It wanted the Lord wanted it out. The book of Job, chapter 30, real quick. Right, the book of Job, chapter 30, and I'm gonna jump right to it. I'm gonna go straight to the point. It's a page away. Satan's like, wait a minute.
That's the spirit, because
Right?
I'm holding the Isaiah 14 and 12, and they coin Lucifer as Satan.
Kind. Hey, the book of Job, chapter 30. And right, I'm gonna go. I could go right to the point, verse 8. Let me see here. Let me start from verse 1 and I'll jump down because they'll bring context to it. But now, they that are younger than I have me in derision. And why is Job saying that Esau is younger than him? Because Job understood that we were first beginning with the priesthood in the heavens. You see? Even though Esau came out first, in reality, they were there after us.
Right.
You know? And that's why through the Spirit we received the purpose, because it was always ordained.
Right. And that righteous
You know?
line started through Adam.
Exactly. But it even goes before
Yep,
Adam.
Before Adam. Yeah, but I'm saying here on the earth.
know what I mean?
It even started with Adam.
Right.
But
Well-
hey, everything was started in
And,
the heavens.
in the heavens, because that's the reality. You can't, because the heathen were here before the Lord breathed the breath into Adam.
That's right. That's right.
You feel me? So before Adam received the breath,
That's right.
they were, because the people think that Adam and Eve were the first ones here. Nah, how did Cain get a wife?
Right.
And it, you know?
Yeah.
So with that being said, Job understood the deep things of the Lord.
Right.
You
right,
know?
Right.
He's like, but now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
That's right.
And we know why Job's saying that. You know? There's news all over the place. You do Google it.
Right.
And you will come across a lot
right.
of information regarding Edomites playing with dogs.
That's why Esau, all Edomites got dogs, man, on a leash. Them dogs want to flee, but
Yeah,
they're like, yo, they holding on to them as a possession,
That's
man.
right.
Because they know, even them dogs don't like Esau,
Nah,
man.
hell no. Jumping down to verse 8, they were children of fools.
There it is.
Yeah, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
Woo, violent in the earth.
Right. So Esau is he's the least of every nation on the planet, and this is why he wants to have you. This is why he took away breastfeeding as a good thing. He wants you on infant milk. Right. He wants you. You know what I mean? He's polluting the air and the food because he wants everybody on his level. Because Esau's low level. He's the lowest level.
He took the knowledge of the herbs and all that and the plants for you to rely on his witchcraft.
You know what that goes into? Botanical treatment.
Botanical treatment,
That's what
right.
that goes into, and he took it away back in 1903. It started.
And you know that the northern tribes go to the botanicas
There you go.
to
That's beautiful.
do witchcraft.
Right,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on the islands.
God.
But
Even here, they got them here too.
they do,
Yeah.
but if they do, they
Oh, yeah,
go,
of
they
course.
go.
Oh, yeah,
you know
of
what I mean?
course.
They
Especially like Haiti, Santo
slam
Domingo,
dunk. Puerto Rico, they go crazy.
Mexico, all them Southern Americans,
Right.
they're all into that
They're
witchcraft.
into it,
man.
they're into it,
Mhm.
they're
They go to
into
the
it.
botanicas, they got the candles,
Kind.
chickens and eggs and
Yup.
all types of shit.
Yup.
You know
so,
what I mean?
so guess what? Back in 1903, that's when they started to establish this taking away of the natural remedies.
Mm-hmm.
And then guess who was behind that? The Rockefellers, man.
Yeah.
When you do your research, the Rockefellers were actually funding these labs and these studies, right? Which ultimately transition into pharmaceutical, which is witchcraft.
Because you know why? When you heal
You
yourself
gotta
with
go.
herbs,
You gotta say something.
when you heal yourself with herbs, that's permanent. You're healing yourself.
Right.
When you take medication, all that is doing is masking the problem.
Right.
But you still have to rely on that medication.
Right.
You know, so you got to keep going back to Esau, which is what? Rockefeller is a banker.
Yep.
He owns one of the banking systems. You know what I mean? So what? You got to keep feeding him money.
Yep.
And that's why they get you sick. It's a cycle.
Right.
You
Now,
know?
the pharmacy, all it does is compound your problem.
Right.
Because it'll, like you say, it'll cover up what you got going on, But next year is, and at the same time, it's drawing out another issue now. Because now you're compromising your liver because you're trying to heal your kidneys. Right? You're trying to heal your heart, but you're compromising your blood pressure.
And at the end of the day, you think you're good.
Yep.
So you still doing foolish shit. Like you don't care. It's like cortisone shots, right? A motherfucker will have a cortisone shot, think he's good, think his shoulder feels good. Oh, it feels good, I feel healed. Now you back to benching 315. Right. That cortisone shot wears off, and now your shoulder's worse than it was before because you wasn't feeling the problem. It was masking the problem, so you thought you were good. But all it was doing was giving it a cushion in there, you know, and not really healing the ligaments and healing the rotator cuff, you know. So that's what Esau does, man.
Right.
You know, he's just a bad mechanic.
Yeah, it even came out that one of the workers for Phi, I don't really want to say it out loud.
What do you mean?
Do you know the P to the Phi to the Zer?
Yep.
That company?
Yep.
He brought it out in the information that they don't make profit, that they're not there to heal you, they're there to make a profit. So if they found a cure to a disease, then they wouldn't sell that to you because they wouldn't make any money.
Of course not. Because for medicine, the medical field is the most wealthiest fucking scheme that Esau got going. And this is why he'll delete you for trying to bring forth some type of disease transforming remedy. You know what I mean? He'll delete you for it because that's gonna take away from his pocket.
Yeah.
You see? But needless to say, brother, what you got?
I want to bring it back to what you were saying.
You
that
got it.
How Esau, you know, through his technocracy,
right?
He's building that Tower of Babel spiritually.
Yep.
You know, trying to reach the heavens. You know, through his ways. You know, and that's what I want to bring out. Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou?
And so many people get this precept confused with just talking about Satan. It's not talking about Satan. You got it, brother.
It's talking about the Illuminati, the illuminated ones on the left-hand side.
Right, because Lucifer means light bearer, or bringer of the light.
Right.
Bearer of the light.
Right.
It's the illuminated ones.
Those are the ones that are controlling.
That's it.
The earth we're currently in right now.
That's right. We're truly the Luciferians.
On the right-hand side.
Exactly, because that's all that word means.
The children
it doesn't
of the light.
even mean anything negative.
Right.
It means the bearers of the light.
Right.
They're false bearers.
Right.
They're false bearers.
Mashiach is a true Luciferian.
This is the thing. That's right. That's right. That word Lucifer has nothing to do with the spiritual demon Satan.
Because like I said, and I'll always bring back the point, if this is the so-called devil, Satan, falling from his, you know, the glorious state in heaven, then who the hell was that snake in the garden?
Right.
And who was possessing him?
Right.
You know, you got to make sense. And why was he talking to Job? Why did he do what he did to Job before this?
Right.
You know what I mean? As Satan. Because Satan means the adversary.
Right.
So it couldn't have been him here, you know? It says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? Now, I wanted to bring that up for context because the Luciferians are the so-called Edomites, the banking system, and the elites. You know? To the point now, thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation,
which is the Israelites,
in the sides of the north,
which is in America.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
The same exact. Now go back to that Genesis 11, Malak, doing the same thing they were doing in Babel. Okay,
showing that this is the virgin daughter of Babylon.
That's it. That was their stance. Their stance was the what? When they were building with brick and mortar and they built high, that was them trying to be like the Most High. Brother, go ahead. That's heavy.
Genesis chapter 11 and verse 3. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Go ahead, bro.
Yahweh came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men builded. And Yahweh said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do.
And this they begin to do. You see that? All the people are one, and they have one language, and this they begin to do. So when you read verse 1, when you read up top, they were beginning to do that. the world being a one language and one way. They were pushing a one world order at that time. That was their mission. Malak, can you get why did the heathen rage? What's that Psalm the second chapter? Babak Bashar? Bro, get it in the NLT though. Babak Bashar. Nothing new under the sun. Okay, read that again, brother.
Genesis chapter 11 and verse 6. And Yahweh said, behold, the people is one, and they have all one language, and this they begin to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
So what did the Lord do?
Verse 7, go to, let us go down, and there confounded their language, that they may not understand one another's speech.
Go ahead.
So the Lord Yahweh scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build the city.
And they left off to build the city. So the same way the Lord stopped the Tower of Babel, that open rebellion, back in the days of old, he's going to stop this one, this digital Tower of Babel. All right, this technocracy that these heathens, starting with Esau, are trying to erect. Okay, where they put everybody under the yoke, all right, of technology, where they join you unto the internet of all things, right? Where they put a RFID microchip in you, okay, for full control, okay? They put you in these 15-minute cities, bro. All right, they know your whereabouts, they know your condition of your health, they know, they got everything on lock. Your money, your money's locked. Digital, under their control.
Facial recognition.
Full control. Yep. And honestly, facial recognition, that's gonna be popping too. But they're gonna be able to do away with that when they start climbing inside you. Because now when they start climbing inside you, they're gonna be able to communicate with these data centers and know exactly where you blinking at on the radar.
Truthfully, facial recognition is only going to be to put you on the list.
That's right.
Facial
That's
recognition is more of like a
stage.
Where they're gonna identify you. All right, you gotta put him on this one. Gotta put on this one. This guy.
That's just a stepping stone. Boom. Because once they start putting that chip in you, they know you. They got you. It's a wrap.
You in the system.
Yeah, you locked in. They locked in. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Your face. It's pretty much that chip is gonna supersede all the previous technology they've been playing with.
Because facial recognition is just for database.
That's it. They need data right now, right? And then you believe it or not, they're using data. They're using they're even using voices. It's something called voice biometrics, bro.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I did a lesson on it not too long ago. Voice biometrics, bro.
Which goes into that voice recognition.
Right, which allows them to manipulate. They can tap into your information because now certain companies are using voice to tap into like your phone. You use your voice sometimes. You can. So
hey, look at iPhone. You can open your phone with your face.
Right.
You know, or you can lock it with your face.
You got that sound? I forget.
Yeah, I got it.
Khan. Yeah, Khan with your face. Yeah, that's the Khan. And Esau's doing all this for data. Remember back in Africa, they were doing the pupil thing? They set up them stations. And they had people looking at the thing. They thought it was all cute. Nah, they were doing that to get your data.
Just like the phones. You think they weren't doing it a long time ago already?
Right.
Oh yeah, lock your phone with this and that. They got your shit, man. That facial recognition is for those that didn't use iPhone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the iPhone users they're already through. If they use that face lock shit, whatever, they got it.
And guess what? All that was to bring forth what we're seeing coming to fruition now.
Yeah.
As they try to bring forth, as they stand with boldness, right, via Yuval Noah Harari at the last World Economic Forum over in Davos, okay, which Davos, that goes into Sons of David, so they're pretty much putting themselves in a position, they're pretty much putting themselves in a stance where they're the beloved, right? But we know that's a farce,
right?
But needless to say, all that is now we're seeing them come to the point where they're trying to bring this thing to a point where it's complete. You know, they're to the point now where they're in the process of passing legislation. You know, they're making moves. They're building these data centers. You know, they're tapping into the resources that they need to be able to bring forth these devices and different silicone. There's different materials they need. That's why they're tapping into Venezuela. We did some research, bro. We know what you're doing, E. You see?
I got a piece of information to back you up.
Come, like you got it, and through the spirit. Before you grab that, can you grab that real quick, Malak? That's what we want, right?
There's the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1 in the NLT.
Khan.
Why are the nations so angry?
That's money.
Why do they waste their time with futile plans?
Right, and we know one of the wildest, futile, vain devices which goes into plans and plots they're pushing right now is this one world order. This new world technological order where they chip everybody.
Yep.
And if you don't comply, you die.
That's right.
This is a complete Esau's reaching.
Right.
How we'll say it in our
Right.
terms. Esau's reaching.
Nah.
You know? Because it's not gonna come into its perfection, bro.
Right.
Pursuing the biblical prophecy. You
Right.
got it.
The kings of the earth prepare for battle. The rulers plot together against the Lord and against his anointed one.
Right, you got it.
Let us break their chains, they cry, and free ourselves from slavery to Yahweh. But the ones who rule in heaven laughs. The Lord scoffs at them. Then in anger he rebukes them, terrifying them with his fierce fury.
Right, and that's what's coming. All right? That's what's coming. Judgment is coming upon the heathen.
That's right.
For this open rebellion.
That's right.
You okay? You got him a lot. What you got for info?
Back on what you said about that data to run the MOTB. This is from the chat. Do the lesson on this. As of early 2026, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, known as DOGE, gained extensive read access to sensitive U.S. government systems, including Treasury payment databases, Social Security records, and IRS data. This access aimed at cutting costs, so-called cutting costs, has raised major concerns regarding personal privacy, data security, and potential conflicts of interest. So why is Elon Musk, who we know is running the Neuralink, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, given access by the government to personal data? And they're collecting that data to set up the stage to usher in the mark of the beast, that new world order.
Right. Right. That's why when Trump came into office, you know, they were buddy, you know? And all that shit with them supposedly beefing online, that's a facade. Yeah,
Theater.
it's bullshit.
It's all theater.
Yeah, it's all bullshit, you know?
It's all to keep you people entertained.
Right, right.
And that's another thing. These people don't understand. Yo, this bread and circus that Esau's pushing, he's been doing this. He was doing this during the time of Rome. Right? That's how he kept those people under a trance. Right? The gladiator games. Right? The Roman dome.
Yep.
They kept you people under a trance, bro.
Yep. Hey, this Super Bowl, right? It was amazing how they had that dude Bad Bunny perform, right?
It was a joke.
And they had everybody angry, talking about he's a Spanish speaking whatever. Then they had Kid Rock on another concert, right? So the people could be divided.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was just hilarious. I'm like, look at all this shit. All this shit is staged.
Right.
You know what I mean? All this shit is staged.
That's it.
You know? And bro, not for nothing, but they had old boy over there singing country.
Right.
Talking about, all I want to do is kiss my fish. All I want to do is ride my truck.
It's a joke.
I'm like, God damn, bro. You know?
Right. Yeah, this place is completely played out.
And Esau's losing bad.
Right.
Esau's losing bad.
Right. Amalek's on the chopping block. You know?
Yeah.
Esau's pretty much being mocked at right now on the world stage. No one's falling for the joke, right, with these small hats over in our land claiming that they're us under a 1948 Balfour Declaration. The Esau he's figured out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is how we know it's over.
They're like, he's like blue 52. He's trying to audible.
Right.
But the defense like, yo, we seen this shit before.
Right.
Yo, cover him. Yo, he's gonna bootleg over here.
God.
You know, we got it all covered.
How many times are you gonna execute a 52 fake out?
Right.
Before the safety stop picking up on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We done picked up on your 52.
Right, man. It's the same play all the time.
Intercept. That's what we're
Yeah,
intercepting your
that's
shit.
it.
It's being intercepted through
You're
the spirit
intercepting,
or
you're-
swatted.
And
You know what I mean?
you're fumbling. You're fumbling on the media.
Yeah.
You know.
He starts being through the spirit. He's being blitzed.
Yeah, it's called. He's strapped down.
He's strapped down.
He's strapped down through the spirit, man.
You can't.
That's us casting down the imaginations.
That's it. Well,
You know,
matter of fact,
with the
my can you
spirit.
grab Jeremiah 50 and 24?
50
You might
and
grab
24,
that?
God, I got it.
Shot, brother?
Nah.
Ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai got Esau on this. He snared him.
Yeah.
As much as Esau thinks, all right, that he's doing something productive,
Right.
he's working in the hands of the Lord. You see? And he's pissed
Yeah.
because he knows that we know.
Right.
This is why ultimately he's just like, you know what? Esau's gonna come for us, bro.
That's it.
I'm gonna say it like that.
Yeah.
Esau's gonna come, but guess what? Yahweh Shai is right behind dude.
Right.
You know, so here it is. He's coming through with his teeth, his military trying to pursue us.
Right.
You know, but Esau's right behind, the Lord's right behind them.
Right.
You know? And he's gonna be preserving his elect, bro. Granted, some are gonna have to go to the detention centers or,
Yep.
you know, government buildings or what have you, and we're speaking in code with it. And it is what it is. Because that's part of the story.
That's it.
We are gonna come to a time where we're gonna have to resist unto blood.
Right.
This is the reality. And we understand what we're involved in. Okay? And that's the thing. We have to understand what we're involved in.
Gotta go
Count
through,
the cost.
Gotta go through death in order to live.
That's right. And I just want to say this real quick, and then we're not gonna get off subject. That's why a lot of you men, and we see you. Don't think we don't see you. A lot of you men, right, that be on comment boards, brothers go, hey, understand this, bro. Hey, moderators ain't on the comment boards just to look cute. Brothers are going into your channel and seeing what you're about.
What type of works?
Right. Here it is, you're posting precepts and stuff, but you haven't done a lesson since a year ago, months ago,
Right.
2 years ago.
Con.
Last video was talking about some shorty that you don't want to get caught up with, or how she's gonna cause you to slip. But here it is, you never came back out with another lesson.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's a real video I'm speaking about right now that I saw of a J. I'm not gonna say no names
Crazy.
through the spirit right now,
Crazy.
but the spirit might drive a brother to bring, bro. You know, cause hey, listen, man, this is not a game. This is not no cheerleading thing.
Right.
Hey, yo, bro, every 2 swinging balls and bat, we need on deck. If you're capable, if you're bringing out precepts on the comment board, you could edify Israel.
Right.
Why are you not doing a 10-minute video edifying Israel, but you're on the comment board putting up more precepts than brothers that been in the truth?
At least according to your
Well, this is the point.
Yeah,
Because
according to
especially if you've been doing the work. There's guys I've seen, they were on the highways and byways a year ago. You were on the highways and byways a year ago. Then you're making videos in the car.
and then you're just gone.
And then you're just gone. But you're on the comment boards though, putting up precepts.
Right. You
Nah.
still think you're a part of this.
Understand the Lord's you're gonna get striped out for that. The Lord's gonna stripe you out.
He's gonna be that man that gets thrown out into the national team.
And this is out of love. I mean, it's the spirit. You know, when we up here, bro, and you brothers can attest, and you brothers that you know, brothers that teach can attest. The spirit goes where it wants to go.
Right.
The Lord puts the words in our mouth.
Right.
And it's the spirit. You know, and this is love too, because there's a brother out there that's gonna be like, shit, I'm cut.
Right.
And you're gonna get up on the horse and go.
Open rebuke is better than secret love.
That's right. And that's just the spirit. It was on my spirit just to say that.
Good.
But you got it, brother.
Khan, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee,
Woo!
and thou art also taken,
Damn.
O Babylon. And thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord.
So just like how the ancient Babel was pretty much stopped. Hey, this Babylon's gonna be stopped, bro. The Lord's snaring Babylon. Everything that they're doing is already preordained. You right?
I gotta get
Come
the
on,
next
like
verse.
you got it. At the end of the day, all right, what we're witnessing is Esau play out the script he was given by the Lord. You know, you being proud, right? You being openly rebellious, right? You persecuting the saints,
Scoffing.
right? Yup, scorning and scoffing and speaking highly of yourself. All right. What did the Lord say in Romans 9? He raised up Pharaoh just so at the end he could show his strength,
Right,
his
hardened his
power.
heart,
Right. He hardened him. You know, he hardened him. He did it. Hey, bro, man, the Lord got you, Edomites.
And the
fooled.
context on that verse is Esau. He's telling you that he's doing the same thing to you he did to Pharaoh.
That's right, Ak.
You know, to destroy you.
That's right.
I'm gonna get this next verse.
Come.
Verse 25. The Lord has opened his armory and has brought forth the weapons of his indignation.
Woo! Let's start talking about the ICBM missiles.
That's right.
You got it, brother.
Right? It says, for this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans.
Woo! Again, we're just talking to Babylon.
So I had to get that.
That's beautiful, brother. That's beautiful, bro. You see, so the Lord's gonna do a marvelous work. We're gonna witness the Lord do a strange act. What you got, brother? Bring up what you got. I know you got something out here. Malak, can you go to Isaiah 28? Forgive me, brother. Isaiah 28. It goes into the Lord's gonna do a strange work or something like that. It goes into that.
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 1. The word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, and said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh.
Right, and Esau is likened unto the prince of Tyrus. All right, why? Go ahead, brother.
Because thine heart is lifted up.
Thy heart is lifted up. You got it, Malak.
And now it said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
Right. And this is the mindset that Esau has. You found it? The water, Malak. This is the mindset that Esau has. He thinks that he's a God. He thinks that he's a power. You see? This is the same mindset that Tyrus had. He got stopped as well. All these heathen got stopped in the days of old. The Lord's left us accounts and historical events showing us that he is going to stop you, Esau. You're no different from any of these heathen that the Lord done stopped in the days of old.
That's right.
What makes you any different? As a matter of fact, the previous empires were better than were greater than this one.
Right.
Yeah, from a technological stance.
Right.
You know, this place is more advanced. But from a gold possession, you know, clean earth, you know, water and stuff like this. Those other empires were more plush. You know?
He just walked by and said, God bless you guys.
Oh, okay. I didn't even hear him.
And that's how I say that to you as well.
God.
Earlier, brother.
You could be an angel in disguise.
Nah, I know. I used to go to school with him.
God.
So he asked me for $1. I gave him $3. And he started playing.
Oh, that's heavy.
You know, I know he was hungry.
My God.
I hate seeing my peoples like that, man. I mean,
But it's about the transition.
Yeah,
Brother,
God.
which one is that?
Isaiah 28, Lord shall rise up as a Mount Perazim.
Yup, the Lord shall rise up like in Mount Perazim.
He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon.
Right, and these two accounts is talking to us when he rose up for David in a divine way.
God.
Okay, coming up against them oh God, I got Jebusites in my mind. I don't know. Philistines.
God.
Coming up against them Philistines, bro, on both of these accounts. Remember, we were warring with the Philistines hard. Hamites. Okay, you got it, brother.
God. And it says that he may do his work, his strange work,
Yup.
and bring to pass his act, his strange act.
This is where the Lord's taking it again. It's going to get real spooky out here, bro. You know?
What it say also that the strangeness of his salvation.
That's right. That's heavy.
God. Because that strangeness in the salvation is not only going to come within the chariots, it's going to come with that destruction. You know? It's going to be simultaneous. Destruction and salvation is going to be simultaneous, you know? That's why the scripture says that we're going to be saved. If we're part of that number, we're going to be saved scarcely.
Right.
You know? The missiles are going to be touching while we're being raised up.
Right.
You know? You see? At the end of the day, we're going to be transitioned from that dead state. You know, these chains of darkness, which are already dead, you know, these things are already gone.
Right.
You know, the Spirit of the Lord is what's keeping us moving, but
That's
these
it.
things are gone already. You know, this flesh is through.
Come.
You know, you know, we're going to be transitioned, man.
Right.
You know, to that everlasting life, you know, that new covenant, you know, that crowning ceremony, man. That's going to be the strangeness. That's going to look like fiction.
Right.
You know, to these non-believers, man.
That's right.
To these mockers.
That's it. That's right, bro. And then, hey, we're going to get, Lord willing, we're probably the elect, we're going to get the last laugh.
Salakia, what the hell is...
It's probably just some snow.
Oh, no, it's that light.
Is it?
That light, yeah, you see that light? It look crazy.
Yeah, it's
Kind of covering us, but it's
Con.
all good. It's all good. It's just saying we're the real illuminated ones, you know what I mean?
Con.
We're bringing that light,
Right.
you know?
I'm going to check this feed real quick.
The feed con.
That's the spirit.
It's all good. They can hear the message. As long as they can hear the message, it's all good.
We got wiped out the last time. It was, oh, there it goes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
still on.
Yeah, we
the
good.
lights blasting. That's the spirit.
Con.
Oh, you got something, brother?
Got something? Yo, bring it out.
Malachi chapter 1 verse 4, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
Right.
Woman,
You got it.
Con, this was through the Renaissance
That's the
period.
spirit.
You
You
know,
got it,
when they were being ruled over by Jake, they were impoverished, they were over there through. You know, but what they do, they returned through the what? The Renaissance period, you know, the revival of the Roman Empire.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
You see that? So they built. You see what they built? They built this, you know, the Americas. You know, they built everywhere. You know, Esau got their hands on every place on the earth. You know, that's why they were blessed with the fatness of the earth. You know, they got all the resources. They got everything, right? But the Lord said He's going to throw down the same way that He did in the Tower of Babel.
That's right.
You know, they built that tower,
That's
but
right.
that tower, but the Lord threw down.
That's right.
So as we go full circle, when the brother brought out in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9, what is done is now. There's nothing new under the sun. Okay, history is repeating itself. Okay, but this is going to be for the last time. Because why? We're in the 7th captivity, and that's completion. You know, this is the last time that we're going to be in you know, in this position in captivity. You know, and as he's doing too, he's building through the Spirit. He's building that Tower of Babel again, trying to be like the Most High, as we were bringing out earlier. And that's why the Lord's going to send Yahweh Shai in the host of the heavens, all right, to eliminate once and for all, right, Esau, man.
That's right.
Which is you know, in the forefront of this this spiritual
That's
tower.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Beautiful. I got a precept. You got more there though. Go ahead, brother.
They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. The people and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever.
And you see that proven that the Lord has had Esau in a snare before birth. You see, He created them to be the wicked. He created them, right, to create their own destruction, right, through those weapons of His indignation.
That's it.
Because the Lord said He's going to have indignation with these people forever.
Generation.
Come to generation,
That's forever.
right? So when you got Oppenheimer and Abraham Esau
That's it.
creating these weapons, it was the Lord, right, giving them that sword that He gave them in Genesis 27, right, to live by it and die by it.
That's right.
See that snare He has laid, like you brought out in Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 24.
That's right. I got a quick precept.
Come.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4 and verse 1, and it reads, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch."
Man, He's gonna take everything out, man. You know? Salakia, man. Get your muffler fixed. But you know, as the brother said, man, that's why the Lord's coming back to cut nephew, man,
Son and nephew,
son,
yup, that's
nephew,
right.
all that. He's cutting
The
the
seed
root.
line.
Right. Okay? Why? Because the Lord doesn't have any need for you out there in the righteous kingdom, man. You're the wicked. The Lord said, what can you make straight that I make crooked? You see what I'm saying? So once you serve your purpose, all right, there's no need for you, man. There's only one thing to do in this, to bring out that cleansing agent, which is going to be by fire.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's going to be in its perfection when Obadiah 1 and 18 comes to pass.
That's right. And this ties in to how the Lord's going to throw down.
God. Right.
Right, how we mentioned the Lord's going to throw down.
That's right. And showing you that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is the super Jake. Okay? Because who else talks like that right here on the earth?
That's
you
it.
so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, before a fight or whatever happens, you know, they were throwing down.
Right.
You know, we're about to throw down.
Right.
Okay? We're the only people that speak like that.
That's it.
You know, showing you that we're the sons of the living power.
Right. The Lord's going to throw missiles and laser beams at you.
Right.
That's exactly what He's going to do. Isaiah 34.
It's going down upon the Adumians.
It's going to be an aerial assault.
That's right.
That's what a lot of people don't get. How the Lord's coming from the Shemayim.
That's right.
When He comes, the waters above.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra 13.
That's it. He's coming from above, man. It's going to be an aerial assault. Okay, that's why the book of Luke, chapter 21, it says what? When these things shall begin to come to pass, look up. Because your salvation draweth nigh.
That's right.
And as you were saying earlier, it's a combination of destruction and salvation.
That's right.
You know, it's an aerial. The Lord's coming from the heavens, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know, this is why we have our attention set on the skies.
That's right.
And so does Esau. That's the spirit.
That's
Sixth
right.
branch of military, right? The Space Force.
Right.
You think that's just in vain? No, the Esau's watching the heavens too. Remember, Esau's our demonic fraternal twin brother.
That's right. That's right.
You know, he knows the father's coming back in the form of the son.
And every opponent knows each other very well.
Oh, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. You know, the father is gonna judge you. He knows the father's gonna judge him. Right through the son.
Right.
Right? Because Yahweh Shai is coming back, obviously. That was the devil trying to, you know what I mean?
And like you
Salakia.
said, you know, Esau knows. And guess what? We've been opponents since Cain and Abel.
Right.
And then Esau and Jacob in the stomach.
That's it.
Wrestling.
That was the reincarnation.
Right. So, you know, when you look at what happened with Pacquiao and Marquez, they fought each other 4 times. Them motherfuckers were stepping on each other's feet because they knew where they were going every single time.
Right. And the funny thing is, Esau ran out the womb though. We were beating the shit out of that dude. We were beating the shit out of him. Yeah.
Where you going?
He seen that little sparkle of light.
Yeah.
He said, "Woo! Let me get up out of here." Because what's the scripture say? One should be stronger than the other.
That's right.
We were stronger than him the whole time.
That's right.
We were beating him down, and then us having Jacob having his heel. You can liken that to Yahweh Shai. You know, because ultimately Yahweh Shai is going to pull this nigga down.
That's right.
Upon his return.
That's right.
Because no one can beat. Right now, scripture say what? Who shall make war with the beast?
That's right.
Isaiah 47 tells us that Yahweh Shai is coming back and he's not going to meet them as a man.
That's right.
It's going to take divine visitation to stop this demonic bastard, bro.
What was that? Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, man, come on, man.
That's it. It's going to take a... So, like, go ahead, brother.
Revelation 17:14 says... The beast system shall make war with the land and Yahushua.
Yeah.
And Yahushua is going to overcome them.
Right.
That's right.
Matter of fact, let's get that Revelation 12. And what is it, 9 or 7? Babak Shah. Let's get that real quick to shed light on that.
There's been a lot of snow this year, right?
It was good earlier. Yeah, this year's been deep.
It was snowing last night too.
Right. Right.
My man was drifting on the long joint,
bro. Yo, you got it?
Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And there was war in heaven.
Right. And there was war in heaven. Right.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right. So the war in heaven, and they like these wacky-tacky bugged out Christians try to say this is the whole situation with Satan falling from heaven and he probably married this to that too. Yeah. No, man, there's literally going to be a war in heaven. Remember, there's 3 levels of heaven.
That's right.
There's heaven on earth in the form of sovereignty. The second heaven in the form of where the fowls fly and where the constellations reside. And then the third heaven, which is the 4th dimension, where our power is.
Right.
This is talking to the second heaven, bro.
Right. Like
where the fowls fly, where the airplane. I'm sorry, brother. So Michael and his angels is talking to the chariots, the angels that are gonna be with Yahweh Shai. Michael and the angels are gonna come through and war with Evil E and his jet fighters. Right,
stealth bombers and all that.
Right, stealth bombers, F-16s, his
drones, everything.
Right, bro. Helicopters, his Apache helicopters, his military force in general.
That's it. Those are his angels.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say,
his iron teeth. Yeah.
How would it look at Yahweh, the Almighty, allowing a war in the 4th in his realm?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They just intrude and just straight up disrespecting his throne.
Well, that's no understanding.
Right.
You know.
Right.
No understanding.
That's that bugged out Greek mythology.
Right. It's a bugged out doctrine.
Yeah.
They believe in a bugged out God. That's why the wacky-tacky Christians are bugged out.
Right, man.
Brother, what's going to be the end result of this war in heaven with Michael and his angels against the dragon and his angels? And this dragon is that same dragon, right? That dragon, that serpent, right? That was in the garden, turned into a fire-breathing dragon in the form of this revived Western Roman Empire that Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, sits on the throne of. You see, brother, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 8, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven.
See that? They prevailed not, nor was their place found any more in heaven. Esau was removed off the position of sovereignty.
Rulership, that's right.
Right.
That's why the Lord said he's coming back with many crowns.
He sat him down. He sat him down.
How I saw Satan fall from heaven as quick as lightning.
Right.
You know?
Esau's gonna lose that confrontation utterly.
Miserably.
Right. It's just gonna be a joke.
Right.
And actually, when you read 2 Ezra 13, it gives you an insight of what it's gonna literally look like. The Lord's gonna turn them into they're gonna become part of the periodic table.
Right. Elements.
The table of elements.
Yeah. You know, I always say this, and it reminds me of that movie, man, World of Wars.
Right.
Where Tom Cruise, his son, the military got prepared to fight them aliens.
Right.
Which we know they ain't no aliens. The chariots is the angels.
Right.
But they got prepared to fight them, and all you saw was tanks and shit flipping, shit on fire, getting blown up.
That's it.
In like 10 seconds. Everybody hauling ass, running.
Right.
After all that preparation, yeah, let's go. 10 seconds, everybody hauling ass, bro.
Eviscerate.
Yeah. You know? So, you know, hey, Esau knows.
Right.
That's why all these productions are so spiritual when you see it through the spirit.
Right.
You know what I mean? All this stuff is spiritual, man. Because Esau knows, man. Them elites know.
Right.
You know? They
Matter
throw it
of
in
fact.
your face. They throw Salaki. They throw it in your face as fiction. So when they come with that Project Bluebeam, a lot of people are gonna fall into that bullshit.
Yep.
You know, or an alien attack, you know?
Right.
Or you're gonna see white Jesus coming through, you know?
Yep.
All that is gonna play into the minds of those that didn't believe.
Right.
As the scripture says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, right? The Lord sent a strong delusion because you believed in a lie.
Right.
You see? So
That's
he's
right.
using Esau, that's coming after the workings of Satan. You see, to take all those that did not believe in the name of Yahweh Shem
Right.
Yahshua, that did not believe in this doctrine, and that didn't get right.
Right. You Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there that want to hold on to this worldly doctrine that Esau got for you. You're gonna find yourself in Esau's position.
That's right. That's right.
You see?
Right.
But needless to say, let's close out with Revelations, same chapter. Jump down, brother, for the verse 9. Babak Shah.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
You see that? And that's going that's going to that that's going into Esau, man. You know, that old serpent showing you that spirit, right, of old was in Esau, from Cain to Esau, right? And it grew into that dragon. What? This system, this Rome that you see right now, controlling the earth, man. You know? The earth was given into the hands of the wicked.
Right.
You see? So you gotta make sense of all this. You see what I'm saying? And now you gotta ask yourself that question. If Lucifer is Satan and he got casted out in Isaiah, so who's that old serpent in Genesis? You see? For all you bugged out Christians, everybody that want to come in the comment board acting like scholars, okay? You guys don't know your elbow from your asshole, man.
Right.
You know?
Keep going, bro.
We know in Revelation 12 and 9, the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
And his angels were cast out with him, man. You see that? So he's out of rulership, man. That's it. He got destroyed. His military, okay, and he got taken out of position of power. And it's crazy that I was thinking about how he said that deceiveth the whole world. 2 Moabites passed by earlier. Moabites, man. What the hell, right, does Christianity have to do with Moab, right? But they looked at the sign and they looked surprised. They looked at each other like, oh shit. See, because they see the horns, okay? So, you know Esau deceived the whole world,
right?
Especially with this image, their false Christianity, their philosophies, right? Hey, they drunk off that wine, man.
Right.
You know?
Keep going, bro.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Verse 10, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power Yahweh and the power of his anointed Yahushua. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse them before our power, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, day and night.
And I just want to say this real quick. See, so this is the outcome.
The climax.
This is the culmination of that war in heaven. The victory.
Khan.
You see? The victory of Israel, bro. Starting with the elect. The accuser of our brethren is going to be cast down. Psalms 50.
Right.
He slandered his own mother's son.
That's right.
We know this is talking about Esau and his system that he rules.
That's right.
Esau's on the scene.
Right.
Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Right.
Esau's here ruling right now.
That's right.
And Jacob's under his foot right now.
Right.
But we're about to be loose though.
That's right.
You see, we hasten to be loose, bro.
That's right.
We hasten, bro. You know? We hasten, bro. The tears are running down the widow's cheek, bro.
That's right.
This is why you see brothers fighting the way they do when it comes to bringing out this word and bringing up and putting up these supplications, man. If you love the Lord, you will fight for him, man.
That's right.
You will be fighting, man. You know, because we don't know if we're going to make it, man. You know, bro, we're in a fucked up situation, bro. When you really sit here and meditate, brother, I just took a shower in some rusty pipe water,
That's
man,
right.
and so did y'all.
That's right. That's right.
You know, this is a fucked up situation, bro.
We got plastics in our body and shit from these bottles that we drinking. You know, we got metals, all types of nasty shit.
Right.
Man, we through.
We're through.
We're through, man. We need
the Lord.
Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. The Lord said, except I shorten those days.
Matthew
you know,
20. Let's close up with that.
No.
lie. Matthew 24. Matter of fact, let me get it for him. I got you, brother. I'll get it for the op. Let's close out with that. That's a beautiful precept to close out with.
God.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 22, and it reads, red letter Yahweh Shai speaking, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Hey, and we seen it a few years back where they recorded the fastest day ever, you know? And you feel it, you Akiam and Aqua feel it, man. You know? You ain't got enough time to do anything nowadays, man. Compared to 20 years ago, you know, where the days felt longer, you had more time to do things. Hey, man, sun's going up and sun's coming down, but that's for the elect's sake. So we just gotta keep praying and hoping that we are part of that number, okay? And that these days are being shortened for our sake, okay? Because any longer here, man, we're gonna be rewired, right? AI, we're gonna be turned into machines, okay? C-hip, right? All types of vaccinations and diseases coming that they're, conjuring up, all right, in order to take control of this new world order, okay? But this is all part of the Lord's plan,
Right.
all right? And it's all for the elect's sake.
Right. And the elect are going to be pilgrims on the earth when all that shit pops out.
God.
We're going to be suffering, man.
God.
That's why we're going to need the Lord to really come fast. Because we're going to be ostracized.
Right, and we're gonna need that faith of Abraham where he didn't know where he was going, but he had faith, man. And guess what? And that was counted as righteousness, you know. And he was counted as a friend of Yahweh.
He believed the Lord.
That's
that
right.
Romans 4.
That's right. That's right. Yup. Hey, so you know, and we're gonna be like, we're gonna have to take example. Remember Lot's wife.
Right.
Don't look back, man, because there ain't nothing here for
We
you.
ain't fucking shit here.
That's it, man. So you know, good.
Khan, you got it. Hey, if I can just say, stay prayed up, beloved Akiam and Aqua.
That's it.
Stay prayed up. Stick to the mission.
That's it, man.
You know, and just stay faithful, man. The Lord's coming.
Right.
You know, the Lord's coming. He's faithful. Our power is faithful
That's right.
and true,
That's right. That's right.
and He can't lie. Pursuing the Numbers 23.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So you know, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying, and with that, we're gonna give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash.
Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth. And I want to say shalom to the brothers and sisters that are in this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
Above.
Kwam
Yasharala.
Yasharala. Shalom, Akiam. Hey, shalom, beloved Akiam and Aqua. Thank the Wallet for tuning in. Hey, may Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai be with you and your family. Hey, shalom.
Hey, shalom. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatham. Shalom.